The following is a presentation of the Miracle League Sports Network. Today's Baseball Brain podcast is brought to you by our friends at East State CrossFit. East State CrossFit will bring out the best in your player. Visit their website for more information. Welcome back, everyone, to Baseball Brain, the Miracle League of Mercer County podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Samaila, alongside Dan Schweck and Steph Reyna, the Executive Director of the Miracle League of Ellis County, Texas, our guest for this episode.
Stephanie, thanks so much for being here today with us.
Well, thank you. I'm so excited. What's up, Harrison? What's up, Kamish?
Shut
It's been a little while since I had a chance to see you. How's everything been down there in Texas?
Oh, it has been good. We had a little bit of a freeze, but the weather's warming up, and it's almost baseball season. So that's always, that's my favorite season, baseball season.
Oh yeah. Same here for the two of us. Harrison's he's got a bunch of questions for you today, so we hope you're ready to go underneath the microscope, underneath the lens here. This guy, penetrating questions.
Dun, dun, dun.
Before we start, I want to hear a little bit about your Miracle League, and then I got to do a call out, a non-podcast call out.
Ooh.
Sounds good. Our Miracle League is the Miracle League of Ellis County, and that is based in our town of Waxahachie, Texas. So we serve our whole county, but we serve a lot of people south of Dallas. Miracle League that is a little different than other Miracle Leagues. So our Miracle League YMCA we partner with, and they help with the programming, which is common with Miracle Leagues. But we are actually not in a complex on our own. We actually took a field within a baseball complex and converted it into an adaptive ball field. So at the center of this incredible complex with all these different baseball fields, we have a Miracle League in the heart of it. And it is an amazing complex where all baseball teams come and play tournaments and stuff, and then they learn about Miracle League. And then they're like, we want one of these back where we live. And then it spreads the mission of Miracle League. So our Miracle League formed in 2015. I got involved because my son, Chase, he was special needs, and I was so excited to watch him play baseball. His name was Chase Jackson. So CJ is like a really good name to chant from, like, the dugout, right? So long story short, in the process of getting our field built, he became our angel in the outfield. Through it all, it was wild that, we had hit wall after wall after wall. We just really couldn't get our field going. The doors opened, and we had an amazing partner in the Johnson baseball group who said, we want this field here. We want this field in the heart of our complex. And then the fun began, and if you build it, they will come, right? We started playing on dirt fields that were challenging, and we were able to get our amazing turf field, and it's just the best thing ever. So,
can you talk about the Johnson group?
So basically, we had been given some land, and originally we were going to like build this whole complex that was like a Taj Mahal vision. And don't get me wrong, I've gone to some Miracle Leagues, and like they got the Taj Mahal. We couldn't get the Taj Mahal here in Waxahachie. The Johnson baseball group, he, like I said, he had a complex with turf fields already, dirt fields. But the middle one was basically like a T-ball field. So it was already like that regulation for Miracle League fields. And so he blessed us with being able to start a memorandum of understanding between us, the YMCA, and the Johnson baseball group and the Waxahachie Youth Baseball Association to be able to convert that to an adaptive field for all athletes to play on.
Sounds like you guys.
But it started in the dirt.
It sounds like you guys went through quite a process there.
We did, because we had that whole vision, and then it was like this. And I honestly was like, we have to. Oh gosh, I hope I can say this on the podcast. We have to put up or shut up, like, because
Absolutely.
Our families are like waiting and waiting. I'm waiting. Like, we're all of us, like the team, the board, everybody's like, oh my gosh, like, we have to get this done. We need this to play. And that was the bottom line. So that's why, we started on those dirt fields, because the whole, if you build it, they will come. Like, field strategy worked out with us, the compassion of the Johnson baseball group.
Dan, do you want to share a screen picture of their field or anything?
Put me on the spot there, buddy. Give me a second here. I can I will look at
it. I can send you one real quick, because I had it pulled up from my Zoom background. Remember,
yeah.
Here you go. He's your producer, right? No, you're the producer.
Harrison does everything.
Yeah. You're just comedic relief, right?
And then
I'm a pretty face that just hangs out here.
Yep.
That's a beautiful field. That's an absolutely beautiful field.
That's our field, and we're sticking to it. But we love it, and it's really great. Like I said, and we have a mural that actually one of our local schools painted for us, and we don't have a Homer statue, but we do have a Homer mascot, and we love Homer. It's a really special field. There you go. Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a beautiful field. I mean, that's a lot of space there.
Yes, but it always overflows with the heart of all the buddies out there and our athletes and, paparazzi, of course. And so, but it's a lot of fun. We actually had some really special construction project managers and some of our athletes who helped us decide on what turf to choose. And then they basically were out there project managing the project to see how it worked for their walker, or their wheelchair, and so forth. And so that was really important to us because our athletes like to go fast. So it was no drag, gotta be rolling down through the diamond. It's really funny.
So that's an entire process, right? And we just went through the exact same thing this past summer with our field replacement, with our new field surface. Talk about that process and some of the options that were available and why you ultimately chose the surface that you have.
Of course, the Miracle League did a great job of giving us options to get quotes for, and ultimately, gosh, this is going back to way back when, 18, 19, because I should have said that we started as a nonprofit in 15, 16, but we didn't get our field until it didn't open until 2009. But we ended up, I want to say it was called Turf Inc. Maybe. I know we looked at Surface America and we looked at Fields and some other ones, but essentially, we had a really unique situation there with just prioritizing the drainage. That was the thing, was this, it's not cheap at all, right? And the durability and making sure that the drainage was all set to where we weren't going to have sitting puddles in the field. I remember correctly because our previous president, Dave McSpadden, he literally did construction for a living. So it was great that he was our project manager on this as well. Because my world has always been promo and marketing and storytelling right now, but we did the turf that has a little bit of the holes in the bottom of it, to where it does drain and it doesn't sit within the material. So
ours is very similar in that regard, where it has it's osmotic like that, like you said, so it has the ability to drain down, and then the way, because it's been pitched with the subsurface, it rolls off. Right. And drains well. I mean, once we installed it, literally the last day of installation, it poured, and I took a video of myself on the field in the pouring rain, and 10 minutes later, it was dry and ready to rock after it stopped raining.
Cannot have anything. Yeah, we can't have anything prevent our athletes from playing, right, Harrison? You want to play, so
the person who I want to call out for none is, we have a Homer mascot, and Dan, he hasn't been at a game. And so we need to...
That's not true. We've had him at a lot of our games.
Not in the last
year. Awkward. Listen, sometimes Homer also, for us, he also likes to play baseball. So sometimes our Homer has scheduling conflicts. But you know what? He actually sends his sister sometimes, which is Homerella. And she wears bows and a tutu and stuff. But we told Homer, we need to see him more this season on the field. So
I think our Boomer's the mascot, Trent Thunder. Our Homer has been on sabbatical lately, but we just got him. He's back. He's finished his sabbatical and he's ready to return in a full-time capacity, Harrison. Yeah. So you will see him at opening day. You will see him actually. I said it again. Homer is going to make an appearance at our awareness night at Tyndall Road Brewing Company next Thursday, a week from today, of our recording right here, the 22nd. So next Thursday at Tyndall Road Brewing, Homer will be there. So
Yay!
Gotcha.
He's a very important person.
He absolutely is.
Is that where we're gonna pick the name for Georgia?
No. So we're actually going to be. I'll give you the breaking news. We're taking a year off from sending an athlete to the national game this year. I wish that was a joke. It's not. It's not April Fool's, unfortunately. We're going to take a year off from.
I believe you.
Sending. Yeah. Obviously, we're not thrilled about it, but because of all the expenses that we've taken on with paying off this new field. We're operating a little lighter this year. So we decided. I spoke to my board of directors and I spoke with Andy and Lindsay, and we decided that with what money we do have in reserve and saved up, we're going to focus on the travel team so that it's not just one or two kids that we're spending money on.
Actually.
We're going to focus on the 20, 25 kids that sign up for our Miracle and competitive travel teams. We'd rather do that, get them nice uniforms, and get you guys doing something fun.
I like that better.
Yeah, I thought it seemed to make sense after everybody talked about it. So I mean, are we bummed we're not going to go to Georgia this summer? Yes, but the give and take is we're actually going to be serving more kids for less money.
Yeah. And speaking of that, we just confirmed 2 for a home-and-home series with the Miracle League of the Lehigh Valley. I forget the dates of that off the top of my head.
So, Miracle League Lehigh Valley, Christy, who's actually we're going to be adding to the schedule, she's going to be coming up doing a podcast with us in the next month after Timmy Gebhardt. Christy and I spoke over the phone early this week, and she's very excited. She's been working really hard building her competitive team. She has obviously her Miracle division. But we're moving forward with that. So we were able to lock up 2 dates. So we're actually having Lehigh Valley come to us on July 20th, Saturday, July 20th. And then on Sunday, September 15th, we will go up to them. Both teams.
That's so exciting.
Miracle competitive.
Harrison, you had Jeff Fisher of North Texas on your show. I watched that. I didn't have a mask, but I figured I'd rock the world champion hat. But
that was a once in a lifetime experience.
We're trying to get that for here in Texas because he's about an hour away. So we're trying to get our travel league going. Frisco, and we've got a bunch here in Texas. So yeah,
I like
so
that.
Cool. That makes me feel so good.
Would that be a one-day thing, or would they come for the weekend like we did with Pittsburgh?
Are you asking me?
That's in the logistics.
Yeah.
The logistics. Oh.
No, and you're right, Stephanie. It's all down to logistics. These are going to be day trips for now, but we're going to hopefully build something around it. Whether it's using Trenton Thunder, but we want to make it like a fun full day event. So I know, for example, Lehigh Valley, when they drive to us, they've got about a 90-minute drive, which is really not bad. So they're going to be coming from that northeast Pennsylvania area, set up for them to have fun. So we're looking into what we're going to do to host them and make it fun and interesting. And they're going to do the same, vice versa. But then that way we can still get everybody back in the car and get them home another 90 minutes the other way going back. It's adding on hotel expenses. Right?
Harrison,
everything comes with that.
You're in Jersey, right? You live in Jersey?
Yep.
Okay. I'm from Philadelphia.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm a Phillies fan and a Rangers fan. Split decision.
That doesn't surprise me with where you live.
Oh no, you gotta get on board with the Texas sports. I am full support of that. And you know what? They had
not the Cowboys.
Except for the Cowboys. Yes, I agree there. But the Rangers had such an amazing year.
It was great. But I do really. When I come home, I want to really see the field sometimes. So maybe I'll get to come when you're playing a game, depending on when our season is. That'd be awesome to watch a Miracle League of Mercer County baseball game.
Yeah, we would love to have you out. Absolutely.
I have a question. Who does your announcing for the Mercer County Miracle League? Who calls your game on the loudspeaker?
So that's Andy. You met Andy in Florida.
Okay.
He had the black rim glasses, and
yes, okay.
He like me never stops talking, so he does. Yeah. He is absolutely phenomenal. He does the best.
His voice is for us at the end of the day.
That is true.
Yeah,
there's a lot of days where he has no voice at the end.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I get done and I'm just like, I come home and I'm like,
So you're announcing the whole your Saturday game.
Yeah.
Day.
Yes, I do. And the funny thing is, after all these seasons, I'm still terrible at calling baseball. I'm good at the humor and like the little, and the cheerleading of our athletes, but I'm not really good at that. That was out. Wait. Oh gosh. Okay. Whatever. It's Miracle League. Okay. We have fun. We don't have to, be so strict with rules and stuff. It's just the number one rule is have fun.
Right.
I think that's our number one rule too, Harrison. I think you would agree, right, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
We've been talking too. We should get you doing a live two-man team with Andy. You should be announcing with him as like the color commentator.
I've said no. I didn't say that.
I have.
You said yes?
Suggested it. I know I've suggested it. That would be awesome. Andy'd be sitting there like, okay, here's the 1-2 to Tanner. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, base hit to center field, and then you chime in and you're like, well, Andy, Tanner's been really working behind the scenes, getting some extra batting practice lately. I spoke to him before the game.
I love this.
Because I actually, for those of you, I didn't post it, and I'm going to insert it, hopefully, I don't know when, to this episode, but on Monday, I went to Trenton Thunder, and we did some interviews there during our training.
I'm so glad you came, buddy. First of all, so you got the experience, because I know you hadn't had the chance to be here yet.
Yeah.
And as you can see, I'm here right now.
Yeah.
I'm in the clubhouse right now.
I was wondering where you were.
I'm in the Trenton Thunder clubhouse right now. On Thursdays, we actually do a fun program where the Trenton Thunder allow me to rent out the facility for them, and we split the we split the income. So what ends up happening is we're paying them for the rental fee for by the hour, but then Thunder's allowing us to take half, and we use it as a donation to Miracle League. So we have high schools and college teams that will contact me, and they will set up times to come in, get extra batting practice here at the stadium. So it's a nice little privilege thing, right? Not like out there for everybody, and especially for like the volunteer groups, the teams that commit to us and are with us every year. Heightstown High School baseball's here right now. They're in the cage hitting right across the hallway from me. That's like their little perk. Like, you're coming out, you're giving me a couple hours each spring, each fall to volunteer with the kids. Let me get you in, and you can use this place has Trenton Thunder Stadium has a record of receiving many awards as one of the best minor league facilities in the country. So, and we're really proud of that. So
that's amazing. Yeah. I think that's something that I always, I'm always so, the community that we have through Miracle League, right, Harrison? Like, I'm sure you've made some of your best friends, like, on and off the field. And it's exciting because do you play other sports besides baseball?
Nope.
No, just baseball. I got you. Just focus on the baseball.
Guy through.
Yeah, I love the commitment. So yeah, it's so incredible because we're the same way. We have, all our different groups and organizations that come out and volunteer. And some of our, student athletes have gone on to want to pursue a career in life skills and special education and so forth.
That's awesome.
And it's just incredible. So I just love it so much.
Awesome.
It's very rewarding, isn't it, Stephanie? Like, I can't imagine doing anything else with my life now that I've been in this for 10 years. I can't imagine doing anything Absolutely. Yeah. I have a unique, because I, was called for sure as a mother of a child and then forever an advocate. I will forever advocate for, everyone deserves an opportunity to play, right? That's the whole point. And so, and regardless of what that is. Now, so Frisco Miracle League has a lot of like sports, and Jeff has started
we talked about
Texas,
that.
like he does basketball. Yeah. Okay, so I was an ice skater growing up, Harrison. So I don't think Miracle League ice skating should be a thing. Like,
you don't think, or you do think?
No, I totally think it should. It should.
I agree.
I mean, Dan, on the ice would, get out there in some spandex, Will Ferrell, Blades of Glory style.
Stephanie, can I tell you something? And Harrison, I'm going to 100% truth moment here on this podcast. I have never in my life put on any sort of skate. Ice skate, ski, snowboard.
Yeah.
My feet for 40 years of my life have been firmly planted on the ground.
Wow.
I went on one ski trip about 6-7 years ago with a bunch of friends. They all went skiing, and I had fun with some adult beverages instead.
Hey, Harrison, I do got a shout out to we have a newly appointed president of our league. His name is Garrett Thomas, and he played baseball in college. And I am so excited because have you done like a skills clinic before? Because we're going to do like a skills clinic before our season. And I am super pumped. It's like spring training for our Miracle League athletes.
That's exactly what we did on Monday when I recorded.
Exactly. Yeah, that's so cool.
Thunder. Yeah, Garrett's awesome. I'm so excited. It was such an emotional thing to hand Miracle League because I'm still involved and I was one of the founding members, but I'm not the executive director. We don't have an executive director. I was the president of the board, but now I'm the marketing chair. But Garrett is our president. He's incredible. And I do, like I mentioned earlier, we had Dave McSpadden, who is an incredible mentor that I met through Miracle League, who has moved on to another nonprofit, making a difference around the world as well. And it's just incredible, the relationships of, that you make through Miracle League. And I love meeting people like you, Dan, and Jeff and Grace and everyone that we've met at nationals and so forth, and just becoming friends with everyone. So.
Right, and you say that, Dan, all the time. Is that when you go to that national event every year, that's where you meet these people.
Right.
You're absolutely right, Harrison. You just find out that despite you come home from work, you come home from school, and all you see is the negative news on TV or on your phone, however you're watching it, but you realize there's just so many good people out there doing good stuff, and that doesn't get any attention. So when we get together, it kind of makes you double down, and you're like, all right, we all are doing good work. We're all doing God's work, and we got to keep doing it. It just inspires you and lights the fire on you a little bit more. I've loved getting to know you. I've loved getting to know Jeff and becoming friends with him, and that's the best. That's the best part about national.
I have a little bone to pick. You call him Fish. What am I going to be called? I want a cool nickname. You tell me.
It's easy with a name like Fisher. I mean, we can come up with a good nickname for it. It's got to be organic though. We can't force it. We can't force it.
And I know you still have your what they call it, your cowboy boots and coonskin hat from Houston a couple of years ago.
I don't know about a coonskin hat. No Davy Crockett over here, but I definitely got some cowgirl boots. And I live on a ranch now, so, there's that.
Yeah.
If you're living in Texas, you might as well live on a ranch, right?
Well, it was the dream. So my dream was to move to Texas from Philadelphia because I wanted to be able to have a ranch and have a therapy horse for Chase. And so I do have a therapy horse now. And I feel him in spirit. And her name is Ivy, and she's very special. So maybe I could take her to the field this season.
I say
that one out.
That would be something.
I say, yeah. Do you bring her to the field?
Yeah, not yet. Maybe I just need to ride up, and call the game from horseback. But you know what we do bring to the field? And Harrison, this is something that I don't think I've seen another Miracle League do yet. But we have partnered with some animal rescue organizations that come out and they bring some of our specially abled animals out. And so we'll have some animals out there that have, all different ways that they were born. And they will come out and they will run the bases with our athletes. And it's so much fun. And one of the dogs, there was a book published about her, and her name's Bubbles, and she's down in the Houston area. And so their family brought books and stuffed animals for every athlete that day that she traveled from Houston to come see us. It was really cool. So we constantly have dogs on the field.
Awesome.
That's great.
We've never had an accident.
Dan, are you listening?
I am listening. Don't worry. But no, it made me think of something.
Bring in the hounds.
Harrison, have you ever done equestrian therapy?
No, I won't. Because I don't like big animals.
No?
Oh.
Because there is, like, the New Jersey Horse Farm Museum is 10 minutes from our field.
Really? I don't.
Yeah,
and
there's horse farms all over. There's actually, tell you the truth, if you go through our outfield, through the tree line, over the creek into
grandmother's house,
County,
we go.
the first farm that's back there in Chesterfield is an ostrich farm.
Wow.
Fact.
That's cool. I don't want an ostrich. I got a donkey though.
But there's also, isn't there,
cool.
right where you get our Field of Dreams corn, isn't that a horse farm? Because we literally have a horse farm right near our.
It's not a horse farm, so
right.
The corn
the
corn. Sorry, go ahead.
But there is a horse farm literally right before you turn on the road.
You've seen?
Oh yeah, there is. You're right. Yeah. That's on Old Trenton Road. Yeah, before you turn on the sawmill.
What if Homer returns to the field in Mercer County on a horseback?
Oh my gosh! Now you just gave me a crazy. That's such a great idea, Stephanie. That's fantastic. I love it. So if anybody actually listens to the podcast, they'll know what ideas we have coming up.
Listen.
That is absolutely fantastic. I love that idea. And if we have my cowboy hat. Let me put the cowboy hat on top of Homer.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
So done now. Here we go. Harrison, I have a question. So
what?
I used to be in radio. So the interview thing, I'm going to flip it on you for a moment because I want to hear what was like. Give me a Miracle League memory that you love from the Miracle League of Mercer County, and what's your favorite position to play? And talk to me. I want to know more about you.
All right. So I've been playing Miracle League since the spring of 2017.
Oh wow, that's a long time.
So, and I actually said the story on how I found out about it last week.
Okay.
I said I was reading a book, and there was a whole section on Miracle League. And I remember Dan was laughing at all. He was like, wow. And that's how I found out about it. And going back to where we had another I didn't publish last week's episode yet, but I hopefully will soon.
That was a good episode.
I did look up. Remember how we said we didn't know where? So there is one. There is one at least. There is at least probably 2 or 3 Miracle Leagues in Maryland. Remember, because you were unsure. And then
yes.
I looked up. There's one we know there's one in Las Vegas. I think there's at least one in Utah. So, and those Maryland ones, they're close enough that we can connect.
Yeah. Where do you play on the field? Like, what's your favorite position to play?
First base.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's his spot. That's his.
Now, do you play? Do you strike people out or not strike people out?
Nope.
See, I don't even know. I mean, literally.
We'll get you there with the terminology.
You just let him keep going. Listen, I'm telling you, it's bad. So, do you have a good arm?
Somewhat.
We're working on it, so it's a process.
Ooh, is this your field?
This is our field. This is last fall after the new surface was installed.
Oh,
so
how
you can
beautiful!
See now. If you look up to the top left corner, past the tree line, there's a creek through the middle of that tree line.
Oh, I see that.
You'll see a farmhouse in the trees, and then open field. That's the ostrich farm.
Wow.
Ostriches. Got it.
And that's Chesterfield, and that's the beautiful part of New Jersey that nobody talks about, right? Everybody talks about New Jersey being like Sopranos. This is, but I mean, you look at where we are, and
gorgeous.
It's heaven.
Yep.
I will definitely have to come see it. I would love to see this. This is beautiful. Harrison, do you have any photos of you on the field?
I do. Was that the whiteout, Dan?
I believe it was, because we had the drone that night.
Because I see the white.
Yeah,
I see the white speck.
But see, that's like the whole point, right? I always say, like, the point when we do our whiteout night is if you get that, right? You get that drone up into the sky, and then all of a sudden, all you see from a distance are white specks, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Everybody's on the field. Miracle League kids, coaches, volunteers, and as soon as you zoom up on there, everybody looks the same.
Yes.
Nothing else matters. You were just all there together,
and
that's why that's so important for me, and the message that we try to put out there.
Yep.
And I flew my drone on Saturday, and it broke. The camera fell off of it.
No way.
So I had to get it serviced.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I fly drones too for work, and so for marketing, and yeah, my husband crashed our drone into a concrete wall. To be fair, the drone kind of went berserk on its own little sensors, but now we have a new one, so we have the DJI Mini Pro 3 now. So it's a little bit more durable.
I have a DJI Mini, but I have the original Mini.
Yeah. Well, you seem to know about tech because you got these like podcast headphones. I see a microphone. Like, you've got a studio setup right there. I'm rocking the AirPods for this.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'll tell you what, he's better at the tech than me. That's why he is the host with the most. He's not just hosting. He's producing. He's doing a little bit of everything.
And
this is awesome.
I want to close it like this. I'm gonna look up. Hold on.
I also do have to give a shout out. If this ends and I don't say it, John McLaughlin of our Waxahachie YMCA was the one who originally said that Waxahachie needed this, and that was inspiration from a friend of his that was at the Irving YMCA in Texas. And so I just am so thankful to John, because my life is forever changed because he said that we needed this. And then all the people that have come into our community, into our inclusive community, compassionate community. And it's just the most amazing thing for Miracle League to see how it really does change the fabric of a community when it comes time to, just compassion like runs wild. And I love that. So
it's, yeah, I mean, you see what impact has in it and what goes both ways on it.
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough, and like you've done it, like we've been lucky enough to do things that were career-wise, we're getting involved and giving back and helping our kids, our families. But I know that I am not the same person today that I was 10 years ago. I'm completely different. And that's because of what this league has done for me. What the kids have done for me and the parents have done for me. So, I mean,
all right, I have something to say as I sign off.
Yes.
At the time of recording, we are only 51 days from Miracle League opening day.
Did you count that out?
Oh, I think you did.
I did count that out.
While we were stumbling, trying not to cry, Harrison was on task. Okay, the next segment is this.
He's good. I'm telling you. He's a host, and he keeps it moving, because I'll talk forever.
Listen.
All right.
Harrison, it's been a joy. You rock. And I can't wait to hopefully see you play one day on the field.
Awesome.
Stephanie, thanks so much for joining us today. Please, everyone, make sure you like, subscribe, follow.
Thank you.
The Baseball Brain Podcast on Spotify, on Apple Podcast, YouTube, wherever you get your podcast, you will find the Baseball Brain. Follow us, build up the base so we can keep putting these great little shows together led by the main man himself, Harrison the Ford Milo.
Thank you. I'm Harrison Milo alongside Dan Schweck and Steph Reyna, the president of the Miracle League of Ellis County, Texas. Our guest for this episode. We're signing off. Today's Baseball Brain podcast is brought to you by our friends at East State CrossFit. East State CrossFit will bring out the best in your player. Visit their website for more information.
Baseball is great and I want to play it so much, but it's hard for me, sometimes it can be too tough. I'd give anything just to come up to the plate and swing. Then I heard about a really cool thing coming to our town. They're gonna build a field so kids like me can get around. Everybody's pitching in, looks like we're gonna win. It's a miracle to me, I'm playing baseball, it's a sight to see. We got it all, under the lights, I'm a star tonight. Looks like I'm living the dream, 'cause I'm playing on the Miracle League. I'm playing baseball, it's a sight to see. We got it all, under the lights, I'm a star tonight. Looks like I'm living the dream, 'cause I'm playing on the Miracle